Welcome, welcome, welcome. And I have been having some audio problems, but we will be waiting on the host of the Batter Sports Show podcast in the Deep South. Your host is EJ, and EJ 504 will be here in a few seconds. Also, the co-host, myself, um, you know, Everett 504. You know what I'm saying? But we will be getting this thing going on. Shout out to Bronze. I see that brother Bronze always supporting the channel as usual. I know we have not been given enough content. We have not been able to be able to get out here and do some of the things that we normally do. We're getting back into it. Okay, we're getting back into it. Yes, we're talking Sean Payton today. We are talking Sean Payton, and we have not forgot about your Pelicans. This is still Pelicans night. Okay, this was initial. This is a breaking news. Okay, this is a issue. This is a breaking news. A special news about the New Orleans Saints. This is special. Okay, and I know Saints fans. Some of you guys are still disgruntled. To be honest with you, Sean Payton, he made his decision. The day he decided that he did not want to be coach of the New Orleans Saints, he made his decision. And the fact that the Saints was able to go out and get something for the little bit of nothing, kudos to Mickey Loomis. Yes, the first round draft pick may be seem like it's like the bottom of the barrel. Some people are saying, "Oh, it's the 31st and all this other stuff," but it's the first round draft pick. And I don't want to hear nothing about people trying to downplay the first round draft pick. You getting a second round pick next year. And that's actually big if you are a New Orleans Saints fan. That is big because now you're stockpiling. And I have heard multiple Saints fans still complain like they could have got more. Sean Payton value dropped. Sean Payton value dropped. You may not want to believe it, but believe it. The Texans and a lot of people saying that the Saints should have traded with the Texans, but you got to get another trading partner that's willing to want. Sean Payton was not even the first choice of the Denver Broncos. Some would say I'm tripping, but I'm starting to see that the same head coach that ended up being the head coach of of the Texans, the Broncos wanted that guy. The Broncos wanted that guy. Sean Payton was the aftermath because the Saints, Mickey Loomis wanted multiple picks, and some of the NFL teams were not willing to give Mickey what he wanted. And that's the cold hard facts. Mickey got what he could get. And you guys are still criticizing the Saints organization, acting like you can negotiate better than Mickey Loomis. For some reason, you believe that you can negotiate better than Mickey Loomis. Our future is bright. Some of you guys was like, man, we can wait until quarterbacks come next year. Well, hey, you're going to get your first round draft pick next year. The Saints are going to be able to get their first round draft pick next year. And they will have multiple picks of their own. Now that you are able to get a second round pick, and you are giving up a third round pick, but the Saints also have two third round picks. That second round pick is going to be now you're going to have two second round picks for next year. You're going to have a first round draft pick from next year of your own. which according on how you're going to play next year, it could be very low. The Saints can get this year a Hendon Hooker, a young man who was going to be a Heisman Trophy candidate. Where he was a candidate, he could have very much well won the Heisman Trophy the Heisman Trophy. Hendon Hooker turned Tennessee down. Turned Tennessee around. That's a kid that I can sit there and see the Saints picking. Or you can also use that pick, you can actually use the 31st first round pick, and you can actually get a quarterback in a package move. Remember, Trey Lance is out there for the 49ers. Remember that the Saints can also get Jordan Love. They can also get Derek Carr. Okay? I want you guys to understand this. And I can sit here and tell you, you can get a Hendon Hooker in the second round. You can actually still be able to get a Hendon Hooker. You can get a Derek Carr to start for you this year, for the next 2 years, and be grooming a Hendon Hooker for your future. But Saints fans don't see it like that. Saints fans are being so negative, or Mickey has done it again. You may not want to believe it, but Mickey has done it again. The Saints are positioning themselves for assets to be able to make a trade to go get a quarterback. They can actually go get a quarterback with some kind of way by using the assets that they have. The Saints are much better today than they was yesterday. And yes, people are so hard on Derek Carr, like Derek Carr is dumpster trash, and it's not true. Go look at Derek Carr. Derek Carr is actually right now a candidate to be in a Pro Bowl this year. He's actually a finalist to be in the Pro Bowl this year. Derek Carr, actually, this is now his 4th straight year with 4,000 yards passing. His 4th straight year with 4,000 yards passing. We remember the story of a quarterback that was not wanted, who was not appreciated in San Diego, and wound up becoming the all-time great in New Orleans. You just never know when it comes down to quarterbacks and systems. You never know. What may not be good for you may be good for another team. You all have showed so much love for Sean Payton, which I don't blame you. He brought the very first Super Bowl in New Orleans Saints history. But let's just talk about it. Sean Payton decided to quit on New Orleans. Sean Payton decided that he didn't want to be in New Orleans again. You guys may not want to hear this, but Sean Payton quit on the organization. He chose to be somewhere else. And why Saints fans are sitting here, I understand your dislike of Dennis Allen and the organization right now, but it's Sean Payton who's wanted out. It's Sean Payton. And as I sit here and I think about it, son, that so many people who sit here and talk about Sean. Thank you, Sean. At least we were able to get something for you.
Hey, man. We've been waiting for this news for a long time, man. For a long time. It's been a crazy couple of months. We all knew this was coming eventually. Well, I ain't even gonna say all of us, because a lot of you Saints fans out there, I don't know what y'all have going on with y'all head, but I'm gonna say this. This was awesome. I'm glad that this is finally over, because I was so tired of scrolling on Twitter every single day and hoping and praying that this went through. And then I was tired of looking at Saints fans get up on Twitter and talking about how the franchise is over, and Sean Payton's going back to Fox and everything, and he doesn't really want to go or anything like that, and he wants to be a New Orleans Saint. Yeah, we should bring him back to the New Orleans Saints. Look, Saints fans, let me tell y'all this, man. For those who is just Sean Payton lovers and love him so much to where anything that he does and everything that he has done just does not matter to you. Look, I'm gonna be one of the first guys to tell you, I love me some Sean Payton. Okay, I'm part of the era where I grew up watching Sean Payton, win. Yeah, I seen Sean Payton in 2006 and get Drew Brees, and they go ahead and lead this team to a Super Bowl. I seen all of this. Look, I get y'all love this guy and everything, but he clearly did not want to be in New Orleans. I don't understand. I don't understand from the life of me that that we have Saints fans on here that really thought that there was a possibility that he might want to come back after you seen him say last season that he was retiring, but stepping away from football and everything. None of that clicked in your head and said, "Hey, he's trying to get away from New Orleans. He's trying to get away from us. He doesn't want to be with the Saints. He's tired of us." Because Sean Payton has never wanted to retire. Sean Payton is still ready to coach some football. You can tell watching him on TV on Fox. Did that really look like what he wanted to do? Come on now. Let's be real, y'all. Did it really look like that he wanted to be a broadcaster? I mean, he's looking at these teams right now and looking at these playoffs this year, and it's like, man, I could be there right now. I mean, come on now. Y'all got to really look in within yourselves and say, look, stop being so in love with Sean Payton and all that he's done. Look, I love Sean Payton. Thank you for the Super Bowl. Thank you for everything, Sean Payton, because without you, we wouldn't be, this winning franchise that we are. Okay? But you're the enemy now. You're a Bronco. Bye-bye. I got, look, I ain't gonna sit here boo-hoo and cry because look, doggone, at the end of the day, if we see him in the Super Bowl, what you gonna do? You gonna wear Broncos colors or you gonna wear black and gold? Come on now. You on mute. You on mute.
I really don't understand what's going on with Saints fans, and I sit here and I laugh at some of the comments that has been made on Twitter, and some of the things that are going on, and they're talking about we didn't get enough. Even had a conversation with Humphrey. Of course, his ass didn't come his ass up here because he gonna get laughed at, but he had the audacity. We had a conversation about how in the world would you think that the Saints would have got a better deal with the Texans? First of all, other teams got to want to trade with you. You
Right.
can't just assume that they think that they interviewed a guy, but when the asking price, Mickey said you're not getting him for free. Mickey told all the teams, if you're going to get Sean Payton, you're not going to get him for free. You're going to have to give up a steep price. Now, okay, they didn't get as much as they wanted. They probably wanted multiple things, okay? Shout out to Big Dog Philly. They they they
Let
they
me
didn't get what they wanted. It's okay.
well
They
let's
didn't
let's
get-
get into that. Let's really get into what the Saints completed and got. Okay. They got the first round pick.
You blanked out, son.
Hang on. Okay, let's just go ahead and break that down. All right, the Saints. Okay, from the beginning of this saga, the Saints wanted to get two first round picks. Right, they wanted to get two first round picks from teams. Okay, the only teams that could give you two first round picks. Okay, was the Texans. You know, and I'm not. eh, eh, Only the Texans can give you two first round picks. Okay,
Only them.
only. Okay. So all right, let's just all right. Let's just talk about who had first round picks. Okay, obviously we knew. Okay, the Broncos, of course, had their first round pick. Okay, the 29th pick. Okay, of course, the Arizona Cardinals had their third pick. Did the Cardinals really want to trade their third pick for Sean Payton? Come on now. Let's talk about the Carolina Panthers. They have a top 10 pick as well. Did they really want to trade their pick for Sean Payton? Let's just be realistic here now.
Well, they
Okay, now
flirted.
look.
They flirted with Sean Payton. They flirted
Yes,
because, but they know that Mickey was not going to make that shit easy. There was
yes,
nowhere in the world Mickey was going to let him go in the division without scraping every asset that he could from the Carolina
yes.
Panthers. Deshaun was
Here,
not going to go there, knowing that the Saints was going to take multiple picks from the division. They would have got more from the divisional rival than it would have been anybody.
yes. Here is where I talk about. Yeah, this is where Mickey Loomis. This is why he's a bad mamma jamma right here, man. This is why you as much crap as Saints fans has talked about Mickey Loomis. This is why we don't just go ahead and get rid of Mickey Loomis. Okay, Mickey Loomis said in the press conference. Okay, when the news reporters asked him about, okay, Sean Payton is gathering interest, Mickey Loomis, from different teams. How are you planning on handling that situation? He told Saints fans straight up. He was like, "I look, that's my best friend. I love my guy. I love everything he did for us as an organization. But I'm gonna put my organization first of all. And it's my job as the GM of the New Orleans Saints. It is my job to maximize as much as I can out of Sean Payton." Mickey Loomis not only did that, but he did more than that. Because this deal could have been a lot worse than what it is right now. If this deal did not get done this year, you wouldn't be getting a first round pick this
You got
season.
a third round pick of fourth.
Yes, you would be getting a third and a fourth round pick. Let's talk about who Sean Payton is. Sean Payton is a damn good coach. He has made the Saints competitive for many seasons, but he only has one Super Bowl. One. The same amount of Super Bowls as Mike McCarthy.
60%. Mike McCarthy.
Mike McCarthy. Let that resonate in your head, Saints fans. Same as Mike McCarthy. So, okay, let's just say the Dallas Cowboys was in the same position. How many picks do you think the Dallas Cowboys are getting from Mike McCarthy? Come on now. He's a Super
A
Bowl
fifth
winning head
round,
coach.
a fifth and a sixth round pick.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So Mickey Loomis got a first round pick and a second round pick.
But that's just greedy Saints fans. Saints
Come
fans
on now.
always believe that they can get more, and
Come
they
on now.
they're really silly. They're really silly.
Think
They're really
about it.
silly.
Not just that, compensation. Because you know how the Saints are. The Saints are cap strapped. You know we got that label every single damn year. Compensation as well. Hell of a job. Hell of a job, Mickey Loomis. Hell of a job. Come on now, Saints fans. You cannot tell me the deal that he made with the Denver Broncos was not a damn good deal. You cannot tell me that. The Broncos were. Let's just go ahead and take that off the table. The Broncos. Did y'all know, Saints fans, that the Broncos wanted D'Amico Ryans? They wanted
They
D'Amico
wanted D'Amico
Ryans.
Ryans.
They wanted D'Amico Ryans.
They didn't
The
want
Houston
Sean Payton.
Texans head coach. They wanted him over Sean Payton. That should tell you alone how great of a job Mickey Loomis did in this damn trade. He backed those boys in the corner and forced them to go take this offer. He forced them.
And Saints fans really believe that they had more options. You're really crazy. Any Saints fan
Tell me
that
the
believes,
options. Tell me the options right
tell
now.
me the options.
You don't know. Well, first of all, you don't even know next. You don't know who's going to be out of a job next season. You don't know which teams are going to be available for a head coaching job and stuff like that. You don't know how this process is going to play out next season. And like I said, next season, you're talking about getting third and fourth round
And
picks. You
EJ,
should
if
not.
Sean McVay would get more. You would get more for Sean McVay than you would get for Sean Payton.
Yes, you are not getting a first round pick from a head coach that was out 2 seasons, not 1 season, 2 seasons removed from head coaching.
And
Come
he's
on
older.
now.
And he's older.
And
He's
he's an
getting
older
older.
guy. Come on now. Look, I don't give a damn if Sean Payton won the Super Bowl or not. I'm not. Look, if I was a damn GM, you're not getting me to get that damn deal. I'm sorry. So the fact that Mickey Loomis got the Denver Broncos to take this damn deal, you need to be, as a Saints fan, praising the God that your GM was Mickey Loomis today. Because he saved you. Once again, as he always does, Mickey Loomis saved you once again.
And people keep criticizing. They keep criticizing him about Philadelphia.
Yes,
Philadelphia.
yes.
They keep criticizing about Philadelphia, but Philly just had a good year. They
Let's
just lucked up, ended
well,
up. Yeah, Philly
let,
just had a good year.
let's talk about that too, Dad. Let's talk about that too. Okay. At the beginning of the season, C.J. Gardner-Johnson, our beloved guy, our guy that Saints fans would never let go of. I guess, well, he didn't win the Super Bowl with the Saints, but because he made a little antics with Tom Brady. He did a little stare down and everything. Saints fans love
Preach,
that guy. They
preach.
love him. They love him. Hey, hold on. And let me say this about C.J. You love him so much that C.J. even talked about your damn team and said,
Wow.
hey, the Eagles treat me better than the Saints did. That's how stupid you are as a Saints fan. Saints fans, y'all are not sitting there thinking about how y'all loving on these guys, and they don't even love you back. They don't even love you. They don't love you. They don't give a damn. And as long as they're getting paid, that's where the love comes from. But anyway, Mickey Loomis was getting all that flack about trading up for Chris Olave, which Chris Olave, guess what, is a bona fide number one receiver.
He's going to be a star. He's going to be a star.
A star in this damn league. Let's just say we move on from Michael Thomas. Now you have somebody that you can lean on. But we had Saints fans out there. Calling Mickey Loomis Chris. How dare you trade for Chris Olave? He's not going to be a star in this league. He's not going to be any good. That is too much for that guy.
They don't see the future as being built. What's going to happen is that young man is going to be the future, and they're not seeing the vision. They don't see what the team is doing. When you go get a lineman, that lineman is going to be a Pro Bowler in the future. You don't see that shit now, but watch later on.
Y'all must have really thought that Mickey Loomis was crazy. This is how y'all know. This is how smart this guy is, because Mickey Loomis knew that he had Sean Payton in his back pocket. You think that Mickey Loomis was making that trading up for Chris Olave, if he did not think that Sean Payton was in his back pocket?
Wow.
Saints fans was not even thinking about that. Y'all was so stupid and so angry, acting so angry at Mickey Loomis, that y'all didn't even realize that we had Sean Payton's rights. We had him the whole time.
So it was worth trading that pick to go get Chris Olave, because now you still ended up with a first. You may not have ended up with a high first, but first. And you're getting a second round pick next year, and you're getting an early second this year from your own team for being bad.
Yes. Do you realize that Saints fans, this gives your team options now? I heard people talk about, well, hey, we can go ahead and trade for Derek Carr. Hell yeah, I would want Derek Carr. That's a damn veteran.
That's an upgrade over anybody
That
we
is an
got.
upgrade over Jameis Winston and Andy Dalton. I'll take it.
We'll be right in the playoffs next year.
and Saints fans, guess what? Hendon Hooker. Y'all, I think y'all sleeping on Hendon Hooker. And Anthony Richardson as well, but more so Hendon Hooker. If you look at what he's done in the SEC this season with Tennessee and changed that whole program around in one season, He's one of the most pro-style ready, NFL ready quarterbacks this season. Yes, he got injured, but he's going to be available in the second round. He is going to be available. So we never had that problem, right? We always had a second round pick, right?
Right? We've been actually good with second round picks.
So I'm as me as a Saints fan, that's a perfect scenario right there. Let's go trade for Derek Carr and go pick up Hendon Hooker in the second round. Come
Wow.
on now.
And you upgraded your quarterback.
Yet quarterback goes out the window. Now you don't have to go on Twitter no more and hear nobody talking about quarterback no more. No more. But also let's just say that deal doesn't, go around, Jordan Love is out there. Because Jordan Love is ready to play.
He's ready to play now.
He is ready to play.
He ready to get out of Aaron Rodgers' shadow. Come on and have his own team.
Trey Lance is ready to play. 49ers, last time I checked, they got a quarterback controversy going on. They got to choose between Brock Purdy and Trey Lance. And last time I checked, I think they're going to choose the white boy over the black boy.
Wow.
That's just how it goes. That's just how it goes in the league. That's how that goes in the league. You know how that goes. Another man's trash is another man's treasure.
And I'm hearing even rumors that
pick them up.
And there's rumors that we can even plow away a Justin Fields. It's a possibility.
Justin Fields. Now, I don't think the Bears are dumb enough. I don't think they're dumb enough. But you never know. Anything is possible. If there's a chance that you can talk the Bears out of giving up Justin Fields, by all means, go get him. Because that's a damn franchise quarterback. So let me tell you something, Saints fans. What Mickey Loomis just did for you in this one trade alone,
he gave us options.
He gave you options. You are out of a hole. This one move got you out of a hole. And I know a lot of Saints fans out here ain't listening to me right now. A lot of them being emotional and being like, man, Sean Payton, go, man. That's my boy, man.
He wasn't staying with us anyway.
He wasn't coming back. I hate to say it to y'all. He wasn't coming back. He does not want to be in New Orleans no more, okay? That's just reality, okay? He wanted a damn stable quarterback. He wants Russell Wilson.
Well, EJ, let's be honest. He was there was rumors a couple of years ago he was trying to get with Brady. They were trying to go to Miami. They were trying to make deals to go to Miami. So he's been trying to leave us.
And look, let me say this too. Look, I'm glad you brought that up. It's funny how Sean Payton was linked to all these quarterbacks and stuff like that. You know what makes me even more madder at Sean Payton in this moment? Because not only is it a disrespect to the Saints, because it's like, damn, you could have just came back to us. You obviously basically you're saying that you don't want to be with us no more. So basically, fuck us. But not only that, you could have got Russell Wilson. Seeing how this all played out, you can't tell me that the Saints couldn't have made that trade for Russell Wilson and you could have had Sean Payton and Russell Wilson in New Orleans instead of Denver.
It's crazy. It's crazy how ended up.
You see how this plays out? You see how this how crazy it is, and everybody wants to Sean Payton, and don't get me wrong, I love Sean. Look, that's my guy. He won the Super Bowl.
I think it was more Drew. I know people don't like to hear me say that, but I think without Drew Brees, Sean, there's no Sean Payton. He got Drew at the right time. He got a Drew Brees that was already the hungry. He came into a great system with Sean. But look at Sean Payton since Drew Brees has been gone. If you look at it, Sean Payton was gone. He knew that he could not win with this organization. He got out. Soon as he saw Jameis Winston, he felt like he had to police Jameis Winston ass. And he don't feel that if I got to police a quarterback, I'm going out and get me one. I'm going to sit for a year, and I'm going to go somewhere else.
Right.
And that's the facts.
Right.
Sean is overrated. Until he win another freaking Super Bowl, he's overrated. He
Overrated.
is another Mike McCarthy. That's
Yes.
all he is.
Let's be honest, Saints fans. Like I understand he won the Super Bowl, and that's hard to do. Okay, I'm not discrediting Sean Payton for winning that Super Bowl with us. Like I said, I
I
respect him
don't live
for that.
on one Super Bowl.
I don't live off of that though. I don't. You know how many years? I know a lot of you Saints fans can agree with me on this. Look, you know how many seasons we could have had Super Bowls? How many Super Bowl seasons we could have had instead of just one?
7.
You can't tell me that Sean Payton was only good enough to get us one. Come on now.
7.
We
to
had
go
But
on.
Drew.
realistically, fool.
Come on now. We had Drew.
Because count key years where we got screwed.
That
All
should
the
tell you everything you need to know about Sean Payton being a head coach. Sean
you know
Payton
what's-
is he's not the elite that y'all are making him out to be. He's not this god that y'all are making him out to be. He is an overrated head coach. And until he wins another one,
He has to have a quarterback.
Mike can have this.
He has to have a
Exactly.
quarterback. And I have told people all the time, I said, when you watch Sean Payton, you got to get a system quarterback for Sean Payton to win championships. He has to get a guy, and I'm telling you, I thought this was the best situation for him because he can make Russell Wilson that Drew Brees type of guy because they both
Russell Wilson
Russell runs a
is that
system
just like
similar
Drew.
to what Drew Brees did.
Exactly. Because they both.
Well, you think about it too, and not to cut you all, Nas, I'm about to get to you in a second because we want to get your instant reaction to it too. But if you look at it really too, I mean, this is the perfect situation for Sean. I mean, Sean wanted to go to the Broncos clearly. Sean was on Fox wearing a damn orange tie for God's sake, and was basically plastering. He was plastering that he wanted to go to the Broncos. Okay, this is what he wanted. He knows that he can fix Russ. It's an easy fix for Russ. Okay, and Russ is just like Drew Brees. It's another
Russ
Drew
is
Brees.
today's Drew Brees. Russ is today's league Brees, but mobile.
He's a more mobile Drew Brees. That's all he is. Okay, and Nathaniel Hackett over there in Broncos land cannot.
Oh, that should have never
Russell
happened.
Wilson.
That was a
It
horrible
wasn't gonna
coach
happen.
decision. That was
It
just
just wasn't
horrible.
gonna happen that way. So Nas, let me get to you, man. Give me your initial thoughts, man, on this trade, man. I done kind of got my rant out of here a little bit, but tell me how you feel.
I said, hey, Sean Payton. Hey, Sean Payton. Appreciate the 16 years you got. Appreciate you giving us that chip. And at the same time, appreciate them picks at the same time, though. I said, you owed us. That's some income tax. You owed us, Sean Payton.
I'm happy that as a Saints fan, I watched the Saints make trades and not get nothing out the deal. Mine got a 5th round pick, a 6th round. I watched Saints make trades and lose players and barely get
Speaking
nothing.
of them 2 picks, we can ease them 2 to get a mid-late 4th from that Philly trade.
Huh?
You know them little 5th and 6th picks we got from the Philly trade? You those 2 up.
Oh yeah, you can trade those to get.
You can trade those
get a
up to get a mid-late 4th.
Yeah.
You can.
You definitely can.
I mean, you could be very creative. You could be very creative with these picks. Next year's pick is going to be very important for the Saints because when the Saints going to have the Saints next year is going to have their own number 1 pick next year. So having your own number 1 pick and a 2nd round pick, 2 seconds, because now you got 2 2nd round picks.
Right.
So next year is going to even be more important than what we're doing this year.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this year we get that 1st round.
For the next 2 years, we're going to be stacked.
If you think about it from a future standpoint, this puts us right back on track with where we was before the Chris Olave trade and all of that. This puts us right back on track. Quite honestly, like I said, we don't know what Mickey got cooking up because I'm quite honestly,
He
He's
might
not
be
done.
building a package for a new quarterback. Y'all
He's
don't know
not
what this
done.
dude doing.
He's not done here. We all know we need a quarterback. So that's gonna
I
be
know.
He
That's
answered.
tried
all
to
we.
get
That's all.
Deshaun Watson, EJ. He
That's
tried to
the
go get him.
yes. We know we
That
need
or
a
Derek
quarterback.
Carr.
So
Derek
we're gonna
Justin
figure
Fields.
out what Mickey Loomis is gonna do about this quarterback position. But it's nice to see. It's nice to see that Mickey came together here and he was able to go ahead and manage it all and say to himself, how can I go ahead and maximize Sean Payton? He did
You
it.
know what I'm thinking, EJ? You know what I'm thinking? I'm
What you
thinking
think?
Dennis Allen gonna get and go have to go get Derek Carr. Because guess what? Guess what? Not just the history of that he drafted the guy that he wanted before he got fired. It's a business decision to where I think he may get Derek Carr is because guess what? You get Derek Carr in, you sign him back for another 2 year deal, 1 or 2 year deal. You can help build and groom that first round pick quarterback that we get this year for 2 3 years. After year three, coming to year three, the future guys are going to be ready.
Yeah, it'll be similar to Jordan Love sitting
A
under
Rod.
Aaron Rodgers. You might get a Hendon Hooker who can sit under Derek Carr and learn how to be a professional and might be your future down the line. I kind of like this. And if Derek Carr can keep the rookie on the bench, then that's still a win-win situation for the Saints.
Yes.
Then you're able to
Definitely.
trade that guy off. So you now, what EJ said early, you're now being able to stack your future. And let me tell you
Get
this: don't rule
aggressive.
out the fact that
Open field to
next
get
year,
aggressive. For
that
us.
next year, if we end up bad and we don't win next year, and we're gonna still have our number one pick, and we'll be able to get that young kid out of USC. You'll be able to get that number
Yeah,
13,
Caleb Williams. Yeah.
Caleb Williams. So these uh but who knows if we get Hendon Hooker and Hendon Hooker end up being the guy, we may not even see Caleb Williams. So I'm just
Exactly.
trying, we can use that pick for something else, for more weapons to go around a Hendon Hooker. Okay, you get a Hendon Hooker in the second round. How many second round picks end up better than first round picks? We talk about some of the most Hall of Fame guys. Drew Brees was a second round pick. Okay, you
Mm-hmm.
get you. So we can't always think that we're gonna hit on a number one by drafting the number one pick. The Saints' history is better with later round guys.
Right. Right.
Mm-hmm. I think we're gonna do it because it's been 56 years since Bobby Abear that we drafted a first round pick quarterback, and they want to snap that count and
Man,
sitting
nah,
out waiting years.
young man. Bobby Abel wasn't drafted to the Saints. Okay, okay.
It
He was a
wasn't.
free
It wasn't.
agent out of
Oh,
Philadelphia
Archie. Oh,
Stars.
I'm thinking
It
Archie
was
Yeah,
Manning.
Archie
Archie,
Manning.
Archie
Archie,
Manning.
Archie,
Who was
Archie.
the first?
Okay,
Archie was the first round
don't.
pick.
Yeah, no, I won't embarrass you in front of the because you know you done. Okay, because the Saints haven't
Yeah.
drafted a number one quarterback since
In
Archie Manning.
56 years. 56 years.
Now they have
Beautiful man.
traded for other quarterbacks. They have traded
Mm-hmm.
like Steve Washington, a couple of guys that they got, and they have drafted quarterbacks. They have drafted quarterbacks in the third, fourth, fifth round, sixth round, but they have not drafted. That's how long the Saints have drafted a quarterback. And we've been talking
six
about this
years
for
of
the
the
last.
first, I'd be
That is
laughing at
that's
myself.
amazing. That
I
is
would laugh
amazing.
at myself. I'm like, how you go 56 whole years since Archie Manning of drafting a first
But they
round
won a
pick
Super
quarterback?
Bowl. They won a Super Bowl going free agent. So you don't have to draft a quarterback to win Super Bowls. Okay, you can actually go win a quarter. In this day and age, you can go ahead and get a guy that's wrong. I think a Derek Carr who's being scrutinized by other Saints fans and other people. He
And I'm
reminds
just
me
laughing at
of
that.
he
They
reminds
act
me
like
of
it's a
a Drew
scrub.
Brees. Hold up, young man. He reminds me of a Drew Brees. Drew Brees was being
Mm-hmm.
scrutinized in San Diego about some of the limitations that he had. Marty Schottenheimer had benched him. When people forget, Doug Flutie was starting to over Drew Brees. Okay, multiple guys. He sat the bench for multiple situations. Okay, so we can't rule out Derek Carr because Derek Carr is not playing well in Vegas. That doesn't mean he won't move over. Remember this his fourth straight year with 4,000 yards passing. That's not bad.
Exactly. 4K, you're not. Anytime
Well,
you go 4 straight years throwing 4K, you're not a scrub. You is
my
not no
thing
scrub.
is with Derek Carr and Saints fans is like, hey, like why? What is the? I mean, why y'all so quick to put this man under the dirt? I mean, y'all act like the Raiders were actually competitive. Like their team
They
was.
had no defense.
I
Their
mean, y'all.
defense was terrible.
Exactly.
They act
And they
like that.
had Del Rio and Gruden.
They act like the Raiders were a team that was like Super Bowl. Like their roster was Super Bowl made. Like I'm like that. Derek Carr had to damn work with what he had in Raiderland. I mean, like, come on, now.
Exactly.
He better than Andy Dalton. He better than Andy Dalton. And
Exactly. Like, how like don't be sitting there trying to get pretty, Saints fans. Doggone, y'all need to go ahead and get somebody that's there that's a legitimate starter that can handle that damn offense. Because I'm telling you, you don't want to see what you just saw again. Come on, now.
Jameis and Andy. Bye-bye, boys.
Man, it's time to let them dudes go. Hit the door, no contract offers. Get your ass out. Now, Jameis has to be cut.
Yeah,
Jameis
he's
has
got
to
to be
be
cut.
cut. Yeah, he has to be cut. He can't. And reports. And this is for them Jameis Winston fans. Did y'all know reports that
Ooh, Winston lovers, we about to
Winston,
get on y'all.
there was a report that Jameis Winston will refuse to play in the game against the Rams. I did not know that until I went and got the reports. Or Ian Rappaport and a couple of reports that Jameis could have played the last couple of games. He had refused to, and he's because he was upset with Dennis Allen being
Nicky Loomis and all them
down back earlier. So he did not. He had refused. Okay, he had refused. Okay. We're gonna read this. It says Jimmy G is an option. Yes, Jimmy G is definitely an option.
Hey.
And I don't care what nobody says. Jimmy G is an option.
He is an option.
He's the best of the playoffs.
Let me tell you, all them Trey Lance, Mr. Doggone Jordan Love. We just named these guys. Jordan Love,
I don't know what
Trey
Jason
Lance,
talking about.
Derek Carr.
You know,
all these guys.
He's the only one
Justin
we
Fields.
named. The very first, what we say, EJ, we said that Trey Lance. We said most of these guys that we said we could trade for, but the free agent we brought up Derek Carr. But we said as far as these guys, well, Derek Carr wouldn't be. He would be a part of a trade too. But what we said, these younger guys, we actually went after the younger guys, huh, EJ?
Yeah.
Loves and the kid Trey Lance.
Yeah.
So I don't know what you're saying, brother.
I think Trey gone from San Fran.
Trey Lance would be a great option.
That is going to be a very interesting situation to look out on. Now, I'm telling y'all, the 49ers got a real quarterback controversy. Brock Purdy, Jimmy Garoppolo, and Trey Lance. That is 3 damn starting quarterbacks right there. And I'm telling you, they didn't see what they had to see with Jimmy. They don't want to do that ride again. And I'm telling you, the white boy usually wins in that situation. I'm telling y'all, it happens every time.
I think it's gonna be Brock Purdy because of business. Brock Purdy business side-wise.
I'm not trying to be. Don't call me no racist or nothing like that. I'm just giving you facts. Doggone, you know how this plays out, okay? The doggone Brock Purdy played very well towards the end of the season. He got hot, and doggone a lot of people will just forgot about Trey Lance. People just said Brock Purdy.
And the Saints better be the first one because Trey Lance was the 3rd overall pick. This is the time where the Saints got to look at it, take that 29 pick, and flip that motherfucker and go get you a Trey Lance. This will be a great opportunity to go get what other teams have been missing. Jordan Love, like I said, even if you watch the history on the Bad Sports Show Facebook, I have always
wanted Jordan Love.
I brought up
and
Jordan
Trey
Love.
Lance if we couldn't get him.
He learned under one of the greatest quarterbacks in NFL history.
Also, my thing is about Jordan Love too. It's gonna be another thing to monitor.
And he's cheap.
Packerland.
Still
Packerland
on
is gonna
the
be
contract, same as Fields and Lance.
Are they gonna keep Aaron Rodgers though? Because if they get rid of Aaron Rodgers, then Jordan Love's staying in Packerland. Okay.
Yeah. And I don't think I think Aaron Rodgers will be a Tennessee Titan. I don't think we have the assets enough to get an Aaron Rodgers.
I think he's gonna be a New York Jet.
Yeah, that's a possibility also. But I think that so I don't see a situation.
Or
Travis
Raiders
is getting
reunite with
old.
Adams.
Hey,
You know
hey,
what I don't
hey,
like about
hey,
Saints fans? Either
hey,
you
hey,
move
Travis,
on.
look.
Hold on. Either you got to move on with the season and worry about what's gonna happen this season. Y'all keep bringing up fire Dennis Allen. Go talk to damn Miss Gail Benson, because I ain't the decision maker. Y'all keep bringing up damn Dennis Allen. Fire him. Fire this. Fire that. That ain't happening this year. Okay. So
They just made this made Loomis
let's talk
not did
about
Money
the
Mickey not
reality
make
and
clear
the
about
truth.
clear. Money Mickey just basically showed you his colors, bro. No, I'm just sit here
No,
and y'all ain't
get
finna force
Dennis
me to
Allen.
waste my $8 million. I
Allen
paid to be the head
Get
coach.
Dennis Allen a quarterback and then judge Dennis Allen. Dennis
Travis,
Allen's defense was still top 10.
I'm gonna say this to you, Travis. Like, okay, trust me, I didn't want Dennis Allen to come back this season, but look, let's just be
A
realistic
Saints
here.
fan gonna stand behind their
It's
team. I'm tired
it's
of
We
this
it's
we
a
negativity.
it's
we
a
we
business decision.
The
we
negativity.
know what Mickey Loomis wants. Okay, he already said that Dennis Allen is still his head coach of this New Orleans Saints team. Okay, all right. They didn't even let go of Pete Carmichael. Okay, so this offensive staff, besides those two, should be really the same. Okay, so all you
And
can
let
do right
Sean Payton
now.
go get Pete Carmichael. That's the only way.
All you can do right now as a Saints fan is just go ahead and look and just roll with it, man. Just see how it plays out. Now,
And let's see what it's like with a quarterback. Let's
if
see what
if
they like with a quarterback
if
that they
they
want.
do bad next season, we know they'll be fired and they'll be gone. But right now, we can't have this discussion no more. We can't do it no more because straight up, like we know what Mickey Loomis wants. Yeah, all right, look, Dennis Allen ain't going nowhere. And unless Sean Payton, like you said, that if Sean Payton decide, hey, I want Pete Carmichael, then he'll be gone. But for right now, Pete
But
Carmichael
why? But
is
son,
your offensive
I gotta
coordinator.
ask you, son. Why they gotta act like Dennis Allen wanted Jameis Winston and Andy Dalton was brought in to be a backup. He was never brought here to be the quarterback of the Saints.
Yeah,
Why
yeah.
Saints fans
Exactly.
want to get it
He
in their
rather
head
down here
that
with Andy than to start Jameis again.
that man did not want no damn Jameis Winston. Let
Oh
that man
yeah.
get his
Here's
quarterback.
what y'all
Let
don't
him
y'all
go get
don't
a
know.
quarterback. Now you live and die with the quarterback. You live
It's
and die
not.
with the quarterback.
It's not
Let him
even
go get
about.
his quarterback.
It's not even about
Oh,
accepting mediocrity, though. What are you gonna do? I mean,
exactly.
do
Notice this.
as a
Here's
Saints
what people
as
don't
a
know. People
Saints
don't know.
fan, do any one of us work as as a GM or anything like that, or owner of the New Orleans Saints? We cannot do nothing about that. All we can do is shut up and watch football. That's all we can do. Whatever they present to us, that's all we can do. Travis, like I don't know what you want, to do. Doggone, they
He want to
they
hate
made the
Payton.
decision.
He want
They
to
made
hate
the
Payton.
decision.
He want to come somewhere where we gonna sit here and talk miserable about the Saints. Ain't nobody got time for that shit. You boycott.
Oh, I gotta tell y'all
You
secret. What people
boycott. I
don't know.
boycott
Don't
that.
know.
Man, EJ,
Here's
we gonna get some tickets next year. We gonna be in the game.
here's a secret. Here's
Real
a
Saints
secret.
fans
What
gonna
people
be in
don't
that
know.
dome. Your
Here's what a
ass.
lot.
As long as
Here's
Jameis ain't the quarterback, I'm gonna be in that damn dome.
Go ahead, Don.
here's the secret. You want to know what's so funny about what showed obvious sign that Sean Payton never wanted Jameis? Remember the kid. Everybody knows about the Ken Jameis situation,
Dirty
right?
in the house.
Remember that?
Right.
Notice how that. Notice how he literally straight
Boy, your
quietly
audio.
took a down year with Trevor Simeon, Taysom, then to give Jameis the chance, he had to appease fans' feelings about Jameis at the time. I said, Sean
Right.
Payton, you ain't slick. Sean Payton, you ain't slick. You think I didn't see that? You think that I didn't see that? You just really appeased and players' feelings that to starting Winston after that Jacksonville game you did the same Dennis Allen just did with Andy. You rather took a year with four lost with Trevor Simeon, and you had Taysom going 4-0. That was not coincidental. That was not coincidental.
Your service pulled it, they said. But listen, let me tell you something, bro. I think what happened is New Orleans Saints fans are spoiled. I think what's happening is New Orleans Saints fans they still
freaking
live
spoiled.
on. Hold on, brother. They still live on that one Super Bowl, and that's what it is. They never had shit. They ain't
Yeah,
never had nothing to cheer for.
that's
They
true. That's the
they
harsh
watched,
truth
they
about
watched
that.
some four. They watched some four playoff games with Jim Mora, and they finally seen the damn light. And they act like the Saints can never go into a bad season. You ain't the same Saints fan, Travis, that watched Sean Payton go 7-9 for 3 straight years. For 3 straight years, he went 7-9, and you ain't had that same energy. That's what makes me sick about some of you Saints fans. Now all of a sudden, Dennis Allen is the first year coach, and he have a 7-10 season. You ready to fire the damn man?
And the funny thing about
But
it is,
Sean
he
Payton
said,
with 3 seasons with 7-9.
Look, I agree. I agree, Saints fans, we should never accept mediocrity. But at the same time, you can see the team is trying. Okay, you can't ever say right now that the Saints ain't trying right now, and doggone that we just trying to go ahead and
they should
become one of these
and
sad
let the
teams.
chips fall where they may. Man, come on now. That's having this.
Also
How
too,
long that Super Bowl was? 2009? Do you
yeah.
let me tell
Exactly.
you something about Philadelphia. Philadelphia fired a Super Bowl coach. Doug Peterson won one Super Bowl with their first Super Bowl, and his ass got fired. He
The
got
link
fired.
the
That's the
link is
difference of an organization.
the link is in the chat if y'all have something
And
to
look at where
say
they at
and y'all
now
got
with
something on
Siri,
your mind. The link
Sirianni,
is in the chat.
going to the
That
Super
man
Bowl.
didn't want
They
no
going to the
damn
Super
James
Bowl with a
Winston. He
successor.
wanted Watson. He wanted Watson. He didn't want no damn James Winston. That man begged. He said, if I'm going to take the head coaching position of the New Orleans Saints, you got to give me a quarterback. He ain't expected to be no Winston. He had to fall back and go get Winston. Tell the truth, dog.
Exactly. I keep telling. That's what I keep saying, and I get chewed out for that on the page. Man, do y'all not freaking realize? Come on, you freaking Winston lovers are so stuck up your butt about Winston that anybody anything about Winston, it's like you'll have a panic attack. Like, oh, man, shut up with that. Shut up with that. The man about to get traded. Get out your freaking panties in a bunch of
I got
feelings.
another question.
Come on now.
Another question about Sean Payton. Now, and Dad kind of mentions to this mentioned this to me earlier. Sean Payton could be coming for some guys on his coaching staff and some players. Not only just some coaches on his staff, some players. Nas, I hate to bring this up, but Taysom Hill.
I know.
You know Sean likes him.
Sorry, Sean
Payton. He ain't gonna get the sense out of the contract. The contract too long. He can't take that. He can't take Taysom right now.
Because Taysom is 21 mil cap hit. Taysom is a 21 mil cap hit.
Yeah, he'll be washed up by the time we give him to him.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Because the year he just had productive. He had a productive year.
Man, Taysom 35 years old.
Taysom's 32.
Well, he's that. But guess what? His contract will be up at 35. And Sean ain't going to want no 35-year-old Taysom Hill.
Man, why would Sean Payton do that? Sean Payton, you smoking rocks. You ain't getting Taysom. As long as he productive with us, man, get on out of here, Sean Payton. You ain't getting him. Because guess what? You trying to take away our offense of what basically has been opened up through Taysom.
I ain't gonna lie. I agree on date with that one. I would trade Taysom in a heartbeat. If Sean really wanted him, I would trade him. I wouldn't be opposed to that because
it gotta be for something.
Yeah, that's that.
What compensation could you get for Taysom Hill? What draft compensation? What, a 5th and 6th and 6th?
Yeah, that's basically what you eat.
That's basically diddly. That's a basic diddly trade.
I trade him. Hell no. I'll wait till he's 35. I'll trade his ass when he's 35.
Oh no.
I know. Hey, look.
If you better hope he ain't productive. You better hope having a productive season with 10 plus touchdowns.
Michael Thomas. I don't know why.
Oh, that's a 23 mil cap hit right there. That's dead. That's dead.
You know the ones who like Jameis Winston is the ones. It's all about race. That's the ones who want Jameis Winston.
Exactly. You did it with Teddy Diddley Water.
Still screaming for Jameis Winston because ain't nobody on this panel.
They did it with Teddy Ishwater.
I don't want no Andy Dalton, and I don't want no Jameis Winston. Either one of them.
Name one. Y'all can try to throw, and they want to try to throw Taysom in that conversation. Taysom earned his bag. Sorry.
I
And he's
take
been
Taysom over
productive.
both of them.
Exactly. 7-2 as a starting quarterback, and you throw nearly 66% of your passes, and you the way less cheapest option over both of them. Man,
I'm
and as much
gonna
as he's
say
been
it.
getting
Jameis
shape
got
for
to show
6,
me he
7
can be
years.
healthy.
I'm gonna
Jameis
say
can't
it
even be
again.
healthy, bro. And I ain't got time for these excuses for these Saints fans about how Jameis is hurt. Look at you know how many
Shut
quarterbacks
up.
in the
Winston
NFL hurt.
fans, shut up. Shut up. Some Winston fans crying.
If they resign, hold up, Travis.
Shut up.
Travis, if they resign Andy Dalton, he's going to be a backup. They're not signing him to be the starter, and Andy would be a good backup.
Thing to that is, how you gonna
I
pay
don't know
Andy
what
$16
y'all.
million?
I don't know what y'all expect out of a backup. A backup is what it is. A backup.
Exactly. How you gonna pay Andy? How you gonna pay Andy
I ain't
$16
gonna
million
lie. I ain't gonna
after
lie.
his stats he put up this year?
Hey, the Raiders ain't taking
Make
that.
it make sense.
They'll take they'll take a second round
A
pick
third, a fourth. They'll take a third round pick for Jameis Winston.
but they're not taking Jameis Winston though. They don't want Jameis Winston. They'll
Oh, Vegas
they
is
good
nitpicky.
on that.
Come on, DJ. We know how Vegas is. Vegas is nitpicky about quarterbacks. They basically saying if they make that trade, oh, you got to give us a quarterback. Y'all smoking New Orleans. Y'all better give us a proven starting quarterback. You give us Jameis Winston, we'll give you
You know what
Derek
Saints
Carr.
fans want? Saints fans want to see Jameis put up numbers, but Jameis don't win championships. Jameis don't win playoff games. Jameis don't even get to a playoff game.
All they want to live on is that hope
He
of
don't
his
even get to a
college
playoff
days.
game.
What national man? What? Come on now, stop living off that old national championship.
When
Jameis
Jameis ever
Winston.
been to a playoff game?
When has he been
Except
to
for the
a
Saints, except for
NFC
Drew Brees helping
championship?
him get there.
When's the last time he been to a Pro Bowl or a Super Bowl? Nowhere. So stop hyping this man like he's some Tom Brady. Stop hyping him up like he's some Aaron Rodgers or Drew Brees. Stop. As a matter of fact, for that, all you Winston lovers, y'all should have never compared no Jameis Winston to no Drew Brees. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Stop it. The man gone. Get out your feelings. Time for two new quarterbacks. Jameis was trash and Andy was trash.
That's what
Play
Saints fans get. That's what they get. They went to sit down. See, this is what happened. The chickens had came home to roost. They all
Exactly. And this proved dead right. Right.
EJ.
Tell these Winston lovers right now.
Drew Brees, noodle arm. Noodle arm, Drew Brees. I take that noodle arm any day over
But
this.
Jameis Winston, all they said about Jameis Winston was deep arm. Who freaking cares about deep arm? What quarterback you don't know can throw a freaking deep arm? What else can he bring beside that?
What is your obsession with Andy Dalton? Like any of Saints fans want Andy Dalton to be their quarterback. What is your obsession with Andy Dalton? I'm trying to figure that out. That's your only argument to bring up Andy Dalton. We don't even none of us care about Andy Dalton.
I think he's
a bridge quarterback. I wouldn't be surprised if Indy snatched the man.
I
wouldn't be surprised if Indy snatched him.
EJ, you're gonna have to mute people when they over talk you, bro.
I think he's trying to troll, man. I think he's trying to look. I think he feel like the Saints gonna make another dumb decision and bring Andy Dalton back in there and try to get him to start. But look, Travis, they ain't doing all that, man. It's not happening like that. You know it. I know it. All right, look, let's just stop putting, unrealistic things out there. Look, we understand that Dennis Allen is still your head coach and you don't want him as your head coach. Look, it is what it is. Doggone, you just gonna have to roll with him until he gives the Saints another reason not to be your head coach again.
All I want to see is the man with a quarterback. That's all. All I want to see is the man with a quarterback. Because that defense, if you put that dude the dude is a defensive genius. You put that dude with a real quarterback, we win in the Super Bowl. That's all I'm saying. A quarterback.
That's why he also ain't getting fired.
The NFL is a quarterback-driven league. If you ain't got one, you ain't win. Look at the teams in the playoffs right now. Look at the teams that go to the Super Bowl right now, the two teams in the Super Bowl. Look at the teams that was in the playoffs. Everybody had a quarterback. Everybody.
I think about this too, and that's a good point. Dang, the cap space is risen. This is great for the Saints. I mean, because quite honestly, that's gonna be another thing that we're gonna start talking about with Saints football is who the hell we gonna be cutting, and also who is we gonna be picking up in free agency to go ahead and fill some of these gaps, man. Receiver it's gonna be a spot. Running back is gonna be a spot.
Oh,
Uh,
EJ,
defensive tackle.
Tajay Spears. Tajay Spears might get a nod. We got them extra picks.
Yeah.
Tajay
Go
Spears. I
get
got
him.
Tajay Spears.
Go
Tajay
get
Spears.
him. Go get him.
Tulane, baby.
Hey, Tajay, come here, man. Look, I would
Tajay
love to
Spears,
have
second
you.
round.
Doggone. Now, I don't know if the Saints would do it. I hope they would,
That's
but
a third. He's a good third round pick right there. That's the
heck
third
yeah.
round pick.
That's a third round pick right
That's the
there.
third round pick right there. And that's what Alvin was, right? That's right where Alvin was.
Yeah. Yeah. Man, what's funny too? I'm just sitting here laughing too. Man, we got Michael Thomas in the chat, man. I haven't seen
Shout
Michael
out to
Thomas
Michael Thomas. We ain't seen
in the
Michael
chat
Thomas in a long time.
since like week 1 of the season. We didn't know you still.
Is this
you
a real
know
NT?
what?
Is this the real
Hey,
NT?
look, we got old Donald
It
ass
ain't, it
504
ain't.
Indigenous warrior, old disgruntled ass in there talking about Sean Payton should have took Pete Carmichael. Pete Carmichael really never had a quarterback himself. It's since Drew Brees. Give that man a quarterback. Because Drew Brees, go look at the facts with Pete Carmichael. When he was the offensive coordinator for Drew Brees for a whole year, what did he do? The man had 5,000 yards passing. When Sean Payton broke his leg, what did he do? The quarterback passed over 400 yards. Don't sit here and tell me that it's just that guy. That guy got to have a quarterback. Quarterback makes offensive coordinators. Go look at what made Nathaniel Hackett the coach of the Denver Broncos was Aaron freaking Rodgers. It was Nathaniel Hackett got fired. When y'all got to understand, quarterbacks make the goddamn players.
Yeah.
And the players make the quarterback.
Well,
Quarterbacks
what's
make the
crazy
coach.
about that too with Nathaniel Hackett? It's funny how quickly he just got fired as the Broncos head coach, and he got another offensive coordinator position just that fast, man.
Just that fast, because it wasn't him. The Broncos was not patient. That you learning a whole different system. It takes a while. You firing these dudes in 1 year. That's like Saints fans. If Pete Carmichael turned this team around next year with a good quarterback, all y'all gonna suck it. I'm gonna be laughing my behind off.
It's gonna be really telling though. I'm really surprised. I'm really surprised with Sean Payton with this though. I didn't think that he had the balls to say, okay, yeah, I can fix Russell Wilson, but that's a damn competitive ass division that they got over there that he's got to face. He's got to really one of the teams that he's got to face in his division is in the Super Bowl right now, the Chiefs. And then
he went up. He wanted to go there though. He wanted to go into competition, but I don't know if he did a good job.
Is he ready for that though?
He wanted to go to San Diego. That was his top choice. He was going to try to be with Justin Herbert, but now you end up with Russell Wilson. I don't know how that's going to end up for him.
LA Chargers.
And I'm going to read this by Dank. Dank is talking about Landry. I think we got to let Landry go. I really do. Landry did not catch many balls.
Doo-doo.
We got to let Landry go.
I have to disagree with you guys.
No, I'm moving on for Landry. Landry
feel
can
like
give us little to no production.
Give him another 1 year or 2 year deal.
And let Jarvis. I'll go get DJ Chark. DJ Chark can put up way more numbers than what he did for the Detroit Lions. Give me DJ Chark.
I'm not giving up on Jarvis that quick.
Jarvis ain't worth shit. He had an
ankle injury, and first of all, we all know how bad ankle injuries are, especially for a damn receiver who need to go cut and get open. Okay, Jarvis Landry was balling in the beginning of the season, and when that injury happened, It was all over. That is a tough injury for a receiver to have, and I'm not going to sit there and act like Jarvis Landry is just some trash out there, okay? Jarvis Landry, when given another opportunity, he is a valuable receiver.
Okay,
Okay.
let's explain to Travis and Dank why you gotta trade for Derek Carr. First of all, you gotta trade for Derek Carr because at the end of the day, other people are gonna be coming after Derek Carr. When you say if they release him, he's gonna be in an open market for anybody to grab him. If you really want the quarterback, you gotta trade for him, brother. If you really want who you want, you don't give another team an opportunity to go take him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Trade for him.
Let me
You can't
say this
risk him
about
being released.
if you let's just say the Saints fans really want Derek Carr. Okay. The best thing the Saints could do if they really want Derek Carr is trade for him, because if they let him hit that open market, it's gonna be hard to get Derek Carr. Okay. Derek Carr is gonna be able to go ahead and negotiate with teams.
You got Carolina Panthers. You got all these teams that can offer him way more money than the
Yeah.
Saints.
Yeah,
The
we
Saints
can't
don't have
offer
that
him
much
nothing.
money.
We can't offer him nothing as far as cap space is concerned. Okay, and we
We
already
only
trying
have
to
to pay
make
his
some
$5
cuts.
million dead money.
We already trying to go ahead and make some cuts on this team due to cap space, and trying to make some running back signings, some receiver signings, some defensive tackle signings, some holes. We got holes to fill. Okay. So if you're going to try to go after somebody like Derek Carr, the reason why I would say lean more to the trade, even though it seems expensive, lean more on the trade, because you're not going to go ahead and get Derek Carr if you're fighting with 50 million other teams to go get him in free agency.
It's time. It's time. It's time for the Saints to get rid of Michael Thomas. Let Michael Thomas get cut. It is what it is. I Saints fans, we love Michael Thomas, but it's time for us to go through the draft and build younger guys. Put younger guys. Shaheed, and that young man, Chris Olave has proven that
Hang
they can
on.
play. That they can play. I'm
Hang
gonna
on
draft.
now.
I'm gonna draft a
That
guy.
being said, though, Dad, that being said, I'm glad you brought that
We
point
can't
up.
hit no 60 million, bro. We can't hit 60 million.
Because a decision will be made on Michael Thomas, but they made restructures. Okay, they already
He
restructured with
already
Michael
did.
Thomas.
MT already restructured.
Okay, so at this point, it's really about, do you believe Michael Thomas is going to be healthy? Okay,
No.
and me, quite honestly,
He haven't proven to me yet.
if I'm Mickey Loomis or Dennis Allen, and I'm in that front office, and if I slightly believe that Michael Thomas can be healthy, oh hell yeah, I'm bringing him back.
Yeah,
Hell
but
yeah,
I
I'm
don't think
bringing
he
him back.
want to come back, son. I think that he voluntarily did the pay cut so they could release him. I think the Michael Thomas days are numbered. Y'all about to see Michael. That's why I told you there are guys out there that we can go get, like a DJ Tart. There's free agent guys that we could put on this football team. It's time to get Traquan Smith out of this uniform.
Yes.
Traquan,
Now
I know you don't promote
Traquan
me no
and
more.
Callaway,
Traquan and Callaway. And look,
cut.
Traquan, we always loved you here on the Battle Sports Chalk. We always supported you. So don't think we've been over here bashing you. We supported you, brother, when you was the very first brother to come over here and support us,
Yeah.
okay, from the New Orleans Saints. But we just think that you would be better off, not because you were a bad player. You need a new start. You need a new career, a new start with another team. We're not bashing you that we hate you or anything. We just think that you need another start, a new fresh team, okay?
Deontay Harris is gonna be another one. Dang, that's not coming back. He's not. Look,
That
Rashid
pushed him away.
Shaheed took his spot. He took his spot. First of all, Rashid Shaheed is much more cheaper, and he's the same player. Okay, so
less cheaper and more.
he's also younger. Okay, so all three of those factors is gonna play a reason why Deontay Harris is not coming back. And look, you take Deontay Harris away. You take Hardy. My bad. Deontay Hardy, Callaway, and Traquan Smith. Cut all three of them boys, man. That's
But Travis don't understand. Travis don't understand. If they trade for Carr, they're gonna restructure the deal, bro. They're not gonna get all that going all of that stuff is going. Mickey Loomis is going to fix that contract, brother. That car
Oh, it's
contract.
easy with Derek Carr.
Yeah, that's going to be an easy. Some of that stuff is not
If you
guaranteed.
trade for him now, if you trade for him, that would be $5 million dead money for Vegas. If you trade for
It's
him,
going to be dead money for Vegas, not us.
and it's only going to be $5 million.
That money
million,
going to be split,
easy.
brother. See, that's what they don't really study the cap. They just see shit.
When you trade certain players, that's what they don't grasp. When you trade certain players, the team that owns that player is the one who has to pay that money
to that
player when that player goes
to
another
team. They gonna get the hit.
Because look at what us. Say we trade Mike T right now. We have to pay his $23 million cap hit. Not nobody else, because they're not going to pay it. Because they don't have ownership to him of his contract.
Like I said, if you want
rights.
Like I said, if you really want your quarterback, you got to trade for him. You cannot allow other teams to take a pitch. It'll be more expensive if you have to go into a bidding war with a team. Okay, so if you really want a player. First of all, Derek Carr is going to pick his own team. He already said that. He's going to go out, and the Saints right now reports is Saints is the number one team
on his list.
We the favorite.
So whatever you saying, Travis, I understand, but you need to go look at the facts, brother.
I think we all know where he wants to go. He's a smart man for trying to go to NOLA, because that's a good situation. That's a team with a good defense. That's what he's looking at. If forget what we got going on offensively. Defensive loan is attractive to quarterbacks like that. Also, too, hang on. Dang, got another question. Do you guys realize that the Saints will have 3 picks in this coming draft in the top 72 players? We can build this roster with young talent. Dang, I'm glad you said this, sir. I'm glad you're saying it, because Saints fans don't realize
we got 8 picks overall.
Saints fans don't realize what Mickey Loomis has done today. I mean, y'all have to go ahead and really give Mickey Loomis his flowers. I mean, come on now.
Because they looking at this year. What Saints fans is doing, and they so pissed off what happened this year. They really thought we were going to the Super Bowl. But let's think about it. Mickey tried to win this year. He went out and got Landry. He tried to stack this team to win, but they were all injured.
Yeah. The problem to it was the quarterback situation. The quarterback situation was the problem.
But y'all guys are delusional.
I sometimes I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I be glad that y'all not to say Gio, because some of y'all be saying some crazy stuff. Y'all just be out here saying stuff, and y'all be delusional and everything. And like Dad said before, I'm glad you brought this up. Every 504, hey, a lot of y'all is spoiled. Okay, what Sean Payton has done to Saints fans is really remarkable. Like y'all didn't become the type of fans that is so used to what we experienced from 2006 all over to 2020. Like, from what we experienced all through all these years and stuff like that, y'all are really spoiled, man. Y'all didn't forgot about who we are as a franchise before Sean Payton. We used to go through it, man. Doggone, this used to be nothing for us. Doggone, we used to have losing teams and be like, hey, we'll be all right. We'll try again next season. Doggone, y'all act like we going back to the dark ages.
Well, EJ, look at Philadelphia.
Ain't this what you said before?
Look at Philadelphia. Philadelphia let Andy Reid go. They let Andy Reid go, and Andy Reid is now is playing in the Super Bowl against his old team. They let Doug Peterson. Peterson won a Super Bowl.
And they are right back in the Super Bowl.
And they're back in the Super Bowl. So if you don't have hope for your organization, you ain't nothing but a Detroit Lion fan. You ain't nothing but a Detroit Lion fan. You ain't nothing but, you might as well go become fans of them teams that ain't never won Super Bowls. Because y'all are not, look, Buffalo Bills been to the Super Bowl 4 freaking times, never won one. But you guys are so terrible with your own franchise, man. They're over one coach who only got one shot to be the damn. This is first year. Give the man this year to see if the man could turn the shit around first.
Hey,
Y'all wrong,
Bronze,
bro. And the man
Bronze,
ain't even got a quarterback.
Bronze, I want to know why you said no Justin, man. Look, Justin Fields, if he's applicable to get, if you can
What?
get Justin Fields, you better go get him. Why you say
What?
no on that one? And Dank
Justin
also,
Fields is a mobile dual threat quarterback who has no O line in freaking
yes,
Chicago.
he don't got no damn
That
receivers
is
over there in
sad.
Chicago. He don't got no receivers out there in Chicago, and he
Only
really just
only guy you got out there is Cole. Only two carriers, Cole and freaking Trace Claypool. What
yeah.
should that tell you? What's wrong with
Yeah,
that picture?
yeah, I don't. You got to tell me that one, Bronze. And thank you're correct on that one, man. Mark, it's about your time, man. Look, you obviously we know Mark Ingram's not coming back. We already know. We already know this is last season, dog.
Love you, Mark, but it's time you retire. He wanted that chip, not
If
this,
he
not
was
this.
smart, like Dane said, if he really wanted to retire as a Saint, this would be the year to do it. But if he really feels like that doggone that he got some more legs under him and he wants to do it with another team, by all means, you're gonna have to do it with another team because you're not doing it with the Saints, man. It's just not happening. So I don't. I love and respect, Mark, but you can tell when somebody's career is almost up and they reaching that end. I ain't gonna lie to you, Cam Jordan is gonna be another guy these next couple of seasons. I'm gonna keep an eye on and see how long does he
Hey,
have.
he might retire, say, because he
Cam
about the
made
only one
Cam
I
made clear.
yeah
Cam made clear at
he
that Tampa game.
yeah
He's
so he
retiring
might be
until
the
like
he
36.
might I don't want to see him go to Atlanta play with. I want to see him stay a Saint because if you look at it, Nielsen, and that's another thing we ain't talking about losing our
Yeah, Ryan
defensive
Nielsen.
yeah
Ryan
Brian
Nielsen.
he's out.
I think
Who
this is
else
a
got
great
hired to Atlanta?
opportunity for I the other defensive coordinator.
Yeah, now he can do it by himself. He can do it by himself.
I think this is a great opportunity for him so
Chris
he can have
Richards.
his own thing. Yeah, Chris Richards, man.
And that'll give
I've
Dennis
been
Allen
saying
more of a
Richards
head
for the
coaching.
longest.
Dennis Allen could be more of a head coach
Yeah,
than sitting up there trying to do things by himself.
yeah, most definitely. Like
All
that's
this might be a blessing in disguise.
hopefully,
Mm-hmm.
Dennis Allen was able to learn from that this year. If that's one of the things I want to see growth from Dennis Allen is, hey, you're the head coach. You're not the defensive coordinator anymore. Let Chris Richard go ahead and do what he got to do over there with that defense. Let him go ahead. Yeah, go poke your head in. Make sure he doing his thing. But at the same time, that's his defense. Okay, you are the head coach. You are the head coach of the football team, not the defense. Okay, stay out of the
Mm-hmm.
defense. Get out of the way. Let your boys that you didn't hired as these coordinators, let them do what they got to do and stay out of their business,
Well,
man.
Travis said, what are we going to do with the 29 pick? Well, we just talked about it could be an asset of using for trade bait, or if we
Quarterback.
like it, because you're going to remember, we got the Senior Bowl coming. A lot of our scouts, the Saints got the most scouts at the Senior Bowl, so they're going to be able to see the best players at the Senior Bowl. So who knows? Or do we, if we really like Hendon Hooker, if we really love Hendon Hooker, we draft him at 29 rather than the second round. If we really think we can get him in the second round and we can
I,
go another
I
position, we
I'll
can do
say this
that.
too with it, like with the 29th pick is gonna be most number one priority is probably gonna be trade bait, okay? But like they say, if not, if we don't trade with anybody, to and I'm not just saying okay, it could be used for Derek Carr or it could be used to trade up in the draft, okay? Don't rule those possibilities out. But if that does not happen, if either of those things do not happen, then we can look at this and say, okay, this draft pick could be used, like you said, that Hendon Hooker. Hendon Hooker can be drafted right there at the 29 pick instead of being drafted in the second round. Um, Also, now I'm very opposed to it. I'm very opposed to it. But there's a possibility that the Saints can use the 29th pick and say, hey, we're going to use this draft pick for a position of need, like D tackle, D end, something like that.
Offensive
Okay.
tackle.
So I'm really, like I said, in my opinion, I don't want them doing that, but we can't rule that out. We didn't see it happen in the past before. Okay, the Saints could hold on to the pick and try to go ahead and get a position of need. Okay, but mostly that pick is
It's
going to be
probably
used
going to
to
be a
trade bait.
quarterback. And I'm gonna tell you this. I'm not ready to get rid of. I hear the question what Dank said. I'm not ready to get rid of Marcus Davenport. I know a lot of Saints fans are, but not me. I just think that the guy, the guy is gonna end up going somewhere else and killing us.
Yeah.
And Anyamata, I hope some kind of way we can sign Anyamata back because he's a disruptor. So them two guys, to me, they're the most important signings on the defensive side of the ball this year.
Tuttle too.
I gotta
Tuttle's
keep my
on a 1 year.
Yeah, I gotta keep.
Look,
I agree.
They all do for money though.
I agree, but I'm gonna disagree on this one. Look, hell yeah, bring back Anyamata. Make sure you sign back Anyamata. Davenport, I'm on the fence about because injuries. Okay, he's got
Davenport most possibly gone.
He has got to stay healthy.
He went from 9 sacks a year before EJ to barely no sacks this year.
Yeah, half a sack this season.
Half a sack this year. So, but if I'm going back for last year when he had the 9, the dude is just so disruptive. It's so big. It's hard to get guys like that to draft in the league. They only come so often. But I just hate to say that he'll bust. If we don't sign him, he's a bust.
Yeah.
Nah, I think he gone. Most possibly Davenport's gone. We're gonna put Payton Turner at starter. Plus, you got to think about who else we got. Who else we got at pass rush?
Payton Turner was brought here to replace somebody.
Yeah, I think Payton Turner was brought. He was supposed to replace Cam Jordan, Payton Turner.
Yeah,
that's.
I'll replace Davenport with him for time being. Because I don't want to waste his contract. Because I would have Payton Turner as starter because he's going into his 4th year of his rookie contract. Have him as starter. You re-sign Kentavious Street is 26 years old.
We got the young man, the other young man, Grandison. Grandison is really shocking.
Grandison wrote
number 96 is really shocked me. If you watch him really play, he has been very disruptive.
Grandison's a playmaker. He's like what 24. He's 25, 26. Kentavious Street's 26. We gotta go young because.
But we gotta go young, y'all. We gotta go young. We gotta give her some of
Davenport. Tuttle be like 28 years old. He's gonna be on the corner of 30.
Because the Saints roster is one of the oldest in the NFL. So we're gonna have to.
Yeah, we have to get young. We definitely gotta get young and doggone at the same time too. We gotta start discussing these futures about the core. It's
gonna be money.
Alvin Kamara. Michael Thomas, Cam Jordan, Lattimore. These guys are that was supposed to be our Super Bowl core. These are guys now we're going to start having conversations about how long are they going to be Saints. Okay.
Well, tell Travis to blame Sean Payton for letting Lamar Jackson pass by for Davenport. See, these are the
Sean Payton waste of
these are the questionable moves. The questionable moves by your coach Sean Payton. This is y'all blame Dennis Allen for his 1 season, but y'all refuse to talk about Sean Payton.
Yeah, that was Sean. That was Sean. Look, they should have grabbed him, Lamar Jackson at that time. I really thought at that day you can tend to them when we was watching the draft that year. I'm thinking that's a little.
Remember the live that you had? Remember that live, Mr. Gagne, we had on the page?
Yeah.
That was sad. That was sad to literally.
And we all got
on the live to the draft.
It was all like damn.
Oh my god.
Drew Brees would have taught Lamar Jackson way more than what he knows. Drew Brees would have been a great mentor. Would have been a great mentor for like he was trying to do with Jameis. He would have been great for Lamar Jackson.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And Drew wouldn't mind stepping away for when Lamar was ready. He would have walked away. But it's
Oh
just
yeah.
sad, bro. It's sad that Sean Payton wasted Drew Brees' best years.
Let me
I don't
And
want to
you
hear
know
nothing
what's sad
about
about that? Drew begged his own best of a head coach to put a defense around him. That's
Well,
how
I
sad
love
that
no,
was.
what you talking about. He asked what we do with Warner and Ellis, man. We signed them boys. First of all, Warner is already on the contract. Ellis, we
shoot.
gotta sign,
Hey,
man.
look, that's
We
a
gotta
damn
sign
good.
Ellis.
Hey, dang, that's a damn
Oh,
good problem
Ellis,
to have.
Ellis.
Warner and
Woo.
Ellis.
Man,
Look,
I'm gonna tell you this,
you
Dank, boy.
make
You've been
sure
calling
that they
this
both
tonight,
play
boy.
as much as
I don't know what
possible.
Dank been eating, EJ, but Dank been calling these topics tonight.
Hell
Dank and
yeah,
Travis, Dank and Travis been on the roll. I gotta give them bro props, man.
oh yeah, they asking the important questions, and that's what we like to see. Look, doggone, if you got Warner and Ellis on your team, doggone, you make sure Ellis gets re-signed, and doggone, that's a damn great problem to have. You make sure both of them get as much playing time as they can, because both of them boys are dogs.
Well,
Both
you
of
gotta
them
throw
are
Jawan
dogs.
Johnson in there too, EJ. That is very important.
Yes,
Aside
Jawan
that
Johnson,
Jawan
man.
Johnson first.
Jawan.
Pete, now we talk. Y'all criticize Pete Carmichael, but there's two things Pete Carmichael did better than Sean Payton. Sean Payton,
Taysom and
I know y'all
Jawan.
gonna say I hate Sean Payton, but let me tell you why. I used to love Sean Payton, but Sean Payton wasted Jawan Johnson's talent. When Sean Payton got mad with him, well, after Sean, the year that he was policing Jameis, Jawan was catching everything. Then he would bench Jawan Johnson the next game. The next game, he would bench Jawan Johnson.
Yeah.
Jawan
Because he was sold
Johnson,
on Troutman.
Jawan Johnson this year,
That's exactly what it was. Nah, see, he was sold on Trotman.
he was sold on Trotman.
Waste
And you
of a
look at
freaking third
Jawan
round pick,
Johnson,
man.
and
We
you
could
look
use
at
that to get
Taysom Hill.
somebody else.
No, if you look at Taysom Hill, Pete Carmichael got more out of Taysom Hill than Sean Payton did.
Yeah.
Go look at Pete Carmichael. Taysom Hill's best year was this year at tight end and and quarterback and wide receiver. Go look at the stats and running back. Go look at what Taysom has done under Pete Carmichael. That's why they didn't
Only
fire him.
Now,
only
hang
one
on. Now,
year they had
now
under
I do.
Taysom that Sean Payton
The only
was
improvement
the
I want to see from
what
Pete
was that year?
Carmichael is I want to see him get Alvin Kamara involved in the passing game. That's what I want to
Well,
see.
the offensive line
Yes.
got to do better too. We
Yes.
got to get the offensive
Doug
line
Marone gotta
players
go.
to be creative.
Doug
I
Marone
need
gotta go.
yeah, that O line has to get fixed, and I need to see more creativeness with Alvin Kamara in the passing game because we know how effective he is in both running the football and passing. You know, that's what Alvin Kamara always
But
has
that's
been.
why Elvin need that other guy like he had when
Yes,
Mark Ingram was young. He
he
need a
needs
two-part
another
guy.
guy.
That's why we got to go get Taja Spears to push
Mm-hmm.
Kamara. Because
Yeah,
when Kamara see that little young blood blowing like Mark Ingram saw on his ass,
yeah,
that's gonna make the better out of the two.
yeah. That's
Exactly. Because when you put
you
an
saying
Alvin
it.
out there just by himself,
You
he's not
saying
the
it. I
same
got a
guy.
quick question for y'all too. And let's just say if there was a possibility that
I trade Alvin Kamara.
let's just say there was a possibility that the Cowgirls made Dak Prescott available. Would you, as the Saints GM, if you were the Saints GM, would you try
They
to go
ain't
after
doing it.
Dak Prescott?
No, because he ain't a winner. He remind me of Jameis Winston. He ain't a winner. I need a guy
Dak
who ain't gonna
not
crack
Dak
under
not
pressure.
Dak no Dak. That's a
I need
dead
a
move.
guy that's not gonna crack under pressure. Give me a guy that I like Dak. Don't get me wrong, he did good against the Buccaneers, but who wouldn't have beat the Buccaneers? Come on, Buccaneers did not
Exactly.
belong in the playoffs.
Yeah,
The Buccaneers were overrated. They
yeah,
were no better than the Saints.
yeah,
And I'm being honest to you.
yeah.
I don't
Dak
want no
would.
damn Dak.
Dak is unless Dallas would stupidly want to take a 49 mil cap hit under Dak's contract. They got a suit situation where they better do these two options. You better play Dak's contract out, draft your future quarterback after Dak, or two, you better play Dak's third year of his contract out while drafting your rookie quarterback this year.
Yeah.
Have him sit under Dak for a
They
year,
got
and then
they
trade
got
Dak
a
at
big
the
problem
deadline for
going
the
on over there.
and then start your future
They
quarterback.
stuck with that contract. Dallas window to win was this year. They can't sign all of that. All them guys are going to be free agents. I'm telling you,
Great
Dallas
point, Dane.
Cowboys are going Y'all gonna see Philadelphia for a couple of years in the Giants battling for that division. Giants and Philadelphia are gonna go back and forth because that's how far Dallas have dropped.
Dallas man, Jerry Jones better sell. Jerry Jones sell the team. Jerry Jones,
I
please sell
would
your
rather
team.
Aaron Cryberry Rodgers. I would love Aaron Rodgers in the Saints uniform. You're damn right.
Hey, now let me look, because I know we've been talking Saints football.
But I don't talk about that because I don't think that'll ever happen.
We know that Sean Payton was the biggest news of the day, but also in New Orleans we have a basketball team that's playing tonight. The New Orleans Pelicans will be on national TV on TNT against the number 1 seeded Denver Nuggets, man.
I'm crying, man.
Yeah.
Oh boy, Jokic.
The
Jokic
New Orleans
time we on
Pelicans,
national
man.
TV, get our
Jokic gonna
ass
murder
bucked.
us.
Hey, look, let's calm down now because Brandon Ingram is back. Okay,
Yeah,
it's
but
not
he ain't been doing shit. He
it's
giving
not-
7 first. He ain't even 100%.
Hey, it takes a minute for somebody to get his feet wet, man. He been going for a while, you know. It's gonna take time.
I ain't taking him serious until Zion.
It's gonna take Zion a little minute to get his feet wet, you know. So I look, but besides, you know, I know the Pels been on a little losing streak and everything. Are you panicking right now as a Pelicans fan?
No, because I think once they healthy, once you get Zion back, they're gonna go on another streak. Okay, they that good. But right now, I'm more like we need to make a trade so we can sustain something on the bench. The bench need more help.
Yeah, and
we need more scoring
Bench got to
power.
get a forward.
The Pelicans,
Bench got to get a forward or a
like
center.
scoring power. EJ, a guy off the bench that can actually score and help out on McCollum and Ingram when they're not around.
Well, guess I heard from my sources, and I heard some rumors saying that Jackson Hayes has reported. He has reported that he is frustrated with the New Orleans Pelicans, and that he is ready to be traded.
Well, I mean, I'm not sorry. I mean, him and Herman Gomez was the same. Billy Gomez said the same thing.
Yeah,
we got too many bigs.
Yeah,
you gotta let some of them go. I'm not mad at that man. He wants some playing time.
Yeah.
Look, Jackson
by all means, let him go ahead and do what he got to do and stuff like that. I know we all knew that this was gonna happen. We all knew that Jackson Hayes, Devontae Graham was the first 2 names. Every time you bring up a trade with the Pelicans, you know those are the 2 first names that come up on the list. All right. Now look, who I want, OG Anunoby from Toronto.
I brought that up. I told you, OG.
I'm also looking. I'm also looking at Mr.
Beverly.
John Collins from the Hawks. Okay?
Oh, that's big. If we get John Collins, that's it.
Yes.
That's it. I give up Jackson Hayes and Graham with the quickness.
But I already said that
what I'm
they willing to trade.
What I'm trying to tell you this, EJ. I remember when I was telling you I might trade Kyra Lewis. No, I'm not trading Kyra Lewis. After seeing what I've seen, Kyra Lewis should get an opportunity to make this basketball team. You seen the game when they lost. Kyra Lewis is so fast, so good to the basket. Yeah. He's going to be a star. He's going to be a star.
Look, I ain't gonna lie. I've seen a lot of Pelicans fans on Twitter, and they was getting frustrated with Mr. Willie Green. And I love Willie Green, but Willie Green, I'm not with you on this one. Willie, you need to give Kyra Lewis some more minutes, man. It's time to give him some more minutes. He deserves it. You know, he's been working hard, and I understand he lost a little time.
He was your draft pick, man. He was your number 1 draft pick.
Yes, he needs to get some playing time, man. He deserves it. Okay, Henry, look, I understand the contract. I understand the contract is expensive.
But that is big. That is big. John Collins?
John Collins he fills the void of Zion. I mean, whenever Zion gets on the bench, then you got to worry about John Collins coming off your bench. I mean, that's a luxury.
Yeah. That's the championship. You sign him, you go to the championship. He's a
defensive threat too.
Yeah.
You can't be worried about no salary cap. You got to be making aggressive pushes to try to win championships.
Yeah.
And if you're trying to win it all, you got to make that move.
And I believe this team is a championship basketball team. But
Mm-hmm.
at the same time, we can't keep hurting ourselves when Zion and Brandon Ingram is out. You need
Travis cannot get off the Derek Carr issue. Travis, Derek Carr can
I
be a
keep
Saint.
seeing it too. I ain't gonna lie, Travis. You going hard about Carr, Lord.
Derek Carr will be a Saint. You watch and see.
I'm like, really? Come on now.
I done called it out already.
Man, I would have no problem. You don't throw 4K seasons by accident. You ain't no scrub. What is you talking about?
I take Derek Carr over any of the quarterbacks.
Let me ask you this.
Four straight seasons.
Travis, let me ask you this. Okay, if you say no Derek Carr, who do you want? Who do you want? And
you don't got no answer. You don't got no answer.
We don't want to hear no Jameis Winston. Shut up with that Winston bullcrap. I don't want to hear that.
I'm interested to see who you want. I just want to see that. Because I know he joked about Andy Dalton, and I know he joked about, all these other guys. And so, I just want to see, honestly, in your own opinion, I want to see.
He said that he'll take him, just sign him as a free agent, not traded.
Stupid. Okay. That's stupid. Trade.
What up, Travis? What if they only want a 3rd round pick? What if Mickey Slick the Raiders, if the Raiders can't get nobody else, and because that's what happened in negotiations sometimes. If they can't get no other trade partner, they take what they can get before they cut them. So what if they say, okay, Saints, we'll take your 3rd? Would you do that? A 3rd round pick? Because you got 2 3rd round picks.
Yeah.
You got 2 3rd round picks this year.
Yeah.
I'm just asking for a friend.
I mean, I would fish that away real quick. I'd be like, hey, great deal, man.
3rd round pick, easy kill. And I trade Jameis Winston.
Yeah,
I trade Jameis Winston too.
Kill 2
birds with one stone. To start y'all season.
Yeah, birds with 2 stones. Because guess what? We get draft capital out of Winston. We could get like a 3rd or 4th round pick. I said, bring on that draft capital.
You ain't getting.
I ain't gonna lie. You
get a 5th or 7th.
Yeah, you getting like a 5th, 6th, or 7th pick for Jameis. You ain't getting nothing more than a 5th.
I'd still trade to get another.
Okay, 4th. Henry, I agree with you. What you're saying right there. They have been talking to the Pelicans. The Pelicans have been talking to Atlanta for a while about that. And yes, the contract is probably the reason why it hasn't happened already. But I think the Pelicans would.
But the Pelicans got cap space more than a lot of teams. That's what
right. They find him more interesting enough.
Henry understanding the Pelicans have a lot more cap space than other teams do. It's the cap space.
Yeah. Look, the Pelicans
Travis,
got
oh my God.
They got the picks. They got the cap. I mean, if they feel like he's worth it,
oh my God,
pull the trigger. Also, Bojan Bogdanovic, man, I'm still shooting this out in the air, man. I like to have a shooter out there, man. Come on now, a nice shooter out there. I did say Fred VanVleet, but it looks like Fred VanVleet is not interested. I knew he was coming on there. I knew he was coming on that. There you go. Can you hear us on? Can you hear us?
Hey, fellas, I can hear y'all.
All right. Tell me what you looking at as far as the trade.
Y'all gotta understand, Henry is cheap. And one thing about Henry, he don't want to break up.
Hold up. No.
Henry, don't want to break up the team. He fell in love with all these backups.
First of all, I'm not cheap.
These guys ain't gonna go no further than what they are.
No, it's not. I just think that I agree with you that if we picked up Collins, we're going deep in the playoffs. There's no doubt about it. Okay. My question is, how much do the Hawks want from us in return? Because from what I see when I watch the Hawks, they don't use him. And I think John Collins, he's getting like 10.5 points a game now. They're not even using him as a scorer, in their rotation. So I'm wondering how fresh is he, how hungry is he, and then how much they want for the guy. Because I think they're paying in excess of $25 million a year for him, something like that. Can the Pelicans actually afford that
he's
without
expensive.
salary?
I'm not gonna lie.
But the salary cap, I want to tell you here, if you go look at the Pelicans salary cap, they're one of the most deepest. It's not like the Saints. They're not in salary cap hell. Okay, they don't even have. Yeah, so they can actually afford
and we got a lot of picks.
NBA salary cap and NFL salary caps is different.
Y'all know this. Y'all know this. As a Saints fan and also as a Pelicans fan, I don't like Atlanta. So I don't want to help them at all.
I agree.
As far as giving them our picks and all the stuff we got from the Lakers and all that stuff with Anthony Davis.
But they're not in our division. The only difference
I still don't like them. I don't like Atlanta.
But listen. It's not like if we're giving Atlanta Falcons, they're in our division.
Or Memphis. Memphis is in our division.
That's the Eastern Conference. We barely see them.
Yeah,
I know that, but still, I don't like Atlanta, man. I just don't like them.
I agree, but look. I'm telling you, if there's a chance and you feel like you can go ahead and get John Collins, because I feel
we
like
should get him. Yeah, if we can get him, then get him.
Yeah, this team right now is a damn NBA championship contending team. I believe that.
Mm-hmm.
But I still want us to think about, like, all right, depends on what they want, because I don't want us to just go crazy and do what Dell Demp did and give up all kind of picks for somebody that's not going to produce for us. I want to make sure he can produce.
That's right.
The Hawks haven't taken the life out of this guy yet.
That's right. That's right.
You get what I'm saying? Why is your numbers down like that?
Well. You can only go so far, and I have told you, Henry, that if you look at this team, you can see that we have dropped consistently games.
Yeah, I've been watching, man. I know.
And that has to do with
Jay Chris is trying to call us out because we ain't posting nothing.
Here you go.
I've been stuck. First of all, I've been driving.
Oh, yeah, Jay Chris, I'm going to call you out, brother. I'm sorry. I got to call you out.
I've been driving on that. First of all, he don't say nothing when the Bulls lose. Every time the Bulls lose, it's amazing that he won't pick with us.
Yeah, I mean,
Bulls ain't doing
what about the Bulls? I mean, at least we still ranked. We still top 8 after all that. We still top 8.
Look, just tell Jay Chris this. What's going on with Lonzo, man? Because obviously he ain't nowhere near close to coming back.
After all that, EJ, we still top 8, nephew.
And I'm telling you, look.
Yeah, but the thing, but it's bad that you say that because we were number 1.
I know. I'm just saying though. We still top 8.
We probably gonna be number 9 soon. Number 10.
Oh man.
Hey, you gotta.
I still believe in my squad, man. I still believe in my squad. I ain't giving up on my fellas.
Look,
we losing tonight.
You gotta have faith right now.
We losing tonight.
I believe we can.
I don't know, man. Denver lost the other night to I forget what team they just.
That don't mean nothing. We're not built for no Denver. Denver for some reason them type of teams. Utah.
I disagree. We won a couple games against them last year. I disagree.
We didn't already beat Denver.
I disagree.
We didn't already beat them this year.
That was with Zion. That was with Zion.
No.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
But still, we beat them last year too.
When we play teams like Utah. No, y'all not listening to this.
Now Utah is a tough matchup for us. No, hold on. Let me tell you who we struggle with. We struggle with Utah
Jazz. I don't know what it is about the Denver Nuggets and the Utah Jazz. We have trouble.
It's matchup with Utah. Utah got length and they run just like us. But they've been dropping lately.
There you go.
Utah
is a matchup problem. That's all it is.
Absolutely.
We match up very well with Denver. We
do
very well.
Yeah, but if we had Zion, we would dominate Denver. I
wouldn't throw us away just yet, man.
But Joker, who checking Joker tonight?
Look what Joker did last night against Embiid. Embiid just threw him up.
Brandon in. Oh Lord, he made it, y'all. His toe in. Lord, he made it. Brandon and McCollum playing.
Look, Everett, we ain't out of the game, bro. You couldn't take out
But Brandon Ingram got
to show me. Guys.
Brandon Ingram got to show me that he can do more than this.
Hey, look.
Man, I ain't giving up on Brandon Ingram, bro. No, indeed, Everett.
Exactly. I'm going to tell you right now. I know you were screaming.
Hold on, Everett. EJ, hang on, EJ. Let me get him right quick. Let me get him. Hold on. Who got us to the playoffs last year? Answer my question. No, I don't care. No. Who did we beat? Who did we beat to get to the playoffs, Everett? Who did we beat to get to the playoffs? Answer my question, Everett. Who was the leader of that team? Huh? Oh, Brandon Ingram. That's right. Yeah, okay. Brandon got a bunch
had no Zion. Even Mookie said we got a bunch of role players. Henry, you one of them people that just you on your team and ain't nothing you can say about your damn team. You ain't gonna.
That ain't got nothing to do with it. I'm just making a point.
Now look. If we wind up winning tonight, we wind up winning tonight. What y'all gonna say? What y'all gonna say? We wind up winning tonight.
Because you gotta take how you gonna close out Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray a tater.
When the last time we won a game?
It's been a while.
It's been a while. Look,
that's a damn shame.
But the season ain't over. Hold on now. Hold on. Memphis dropped 4 games too. A lot of teams going on losing streaks right now.
God.
A lot. A lot of teams are going on losing streaks
Come
right
on,
now.
Look,
I don't care about no lot of teams. I'm
trying to tell you that we're not the only ones dropping.
We was the #1 seed, dropped to.
It's all right. We're gonna be all right, long as we get the playoffs.
Hey, every 504. What you expected us to do? I mean, it's hard to win without Zion and Bi. Come on now.
Come on now. You being too hard on my Pelicans. I'm being too hard on my
One don't work without the other.
Man, we need to trade for one more star, y'all. One more star.
Yeah, that's all we need.
What that with that?
Ain't no way in the world we gonna win like that.
Go get. I don't know about Newbie though. I don't know. Newbie's all right, but I don't think he's what we need. I think we need something.
I like Gary Trent.
One of the best teams in the league, but we just can't stay healthy. That's what makes me hurt. It hurts me the fact that we are so talented and we just can't put the shit together.
But we still got a half a season to go.
Zion funky ass gonna pull it down hamstring.
Hold on now. We ain't gonna sit here and bash our players, Everett. We ain't gonna bash our players, man.
Well, I'm
can't help
that big old ego.
He can't help that. Stop it.
I'm
Zion, don't worry about it. He don't mean that. He's just passing it about his Pelicans. That's all right. When you come back healthy, he's gonna love you again. So don't worry about it.
I'm telling you, right? Why? Soon as he sees Zion dunk one time,
look, this just the bad as Zion. That's all it is. Don't take it personal. Don't take it personal. If you're listening, don't take it personal.
Then I thought this is how we act over here.
Yeah.
Let Zion dunk. Other podcasts.
We love you, man. We love the Pelicans too.
We ain't like other podcasts. We for real over here.
Hey, man, we keep it real over here, man.
He know about now. He been in New Orleans all this time. He know.
Hey, he already know how it's going. He already know.
Straight when Zion come back.
But look, Gary Trent is somebody as well I'm looking at too.
I like Gary Trent.
That's a scorer.
I watch Gary Trent all the time. He's a solid
scoring
player.
guard.
Malik Beasley. That's another one I'm looking at.
Now you can leave his ass. You can leave Beasley.
Nah, I want a scorer, man. I want somebody that I know gonna give me scores. You know,
hey, do y'all think that Zion should play in all? Yeah, I think he should if he's healthy. Because if
he's healthy,
well, Dank asked that question too. I said no.
Nah, I said one in a lifetime, brother. I want
the only reason why I say yeah is because he's been sitting for so long. That
the people want to see Zion.
Yeah,
the people
I can see that
too. They voted that
man.
man. They want to see him in there. No, I want to see Zion.
Yeah,
that gives him
I voted for him. You know, the fans voted for him, and I voted for him.
Now he got to show y'all. He got to show for New Orleans.
Well, I was thinking because of the injury, I don't want him to re-aggravate it.
Did y'all know too as well that Trey Murphy is going to be in the dunk contest, and Trey Murphy and Jose Alvarado will be.
Know that.
And he's going to be in the Rising All-Stars.
Yes, they will be representing the Rising All-Stars.
We got to go. We got to go get us a Murphy jersey,
should have got in a 3-part contest. He should have got the trick. He should have got himself in that.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Mookie, he might get hurt in the All-Star game, and I don't want that to happen. You know?
Nah, if you think about that, then all stars could get hurt. Because LeBron,
that's true, but
everybody
Zion's still fresh off the injury.
Nah, y'all just whips.
If
he can play good, he was injured the year. Y'all forget his first season when he got in the All-Star game. He was injured that year. And
that's true.
Game.
That is true.
That is true. That's a good point. But I ain't forgot.
Now, I want to see my best players. Y'all be worried about them getting hurt. You can get hurt doing anything.
That boy.
Let me ask this, y'all. Do y'all think they let CJ McCollum get in this All-Star game?
McCollum?
Y'all, I'm asking, do y'all before they announce this, because you know they
do I think they'll let him get into the All-Star game?
Yeah, do y'all
possibly
think,
like a reserve?
I've been hearing that he was gonna make it this year, but I don't know if it's gonna happen.
A reserve.
I think he deserves it. I mean, the way he's been playing. I mean, I understand they had Shea Gilgeous and you know you got John Moran and all these other guys.
They're gonna try to snub him.
But
because
I'm hoping
he might make it as a reserve. He might make it as reserve.
Well, that's what. Oh well, I ain't talking about starting. We know who the starters are in the All-Star game. I'm talking about just for reserve.
Just being named.
Yeah. Did he get in there? I'm hoping
possibly
that he gets in there.
He better make it.
AJ, I don't know how you're gonna do this live. I gotta close it because I gotta drive. I'm on. It's 10 o'clock where I'm at. I'm where it's 9 o'clock where I'm at. Y'all 8 o'clock.
All right, Everett, you get you some rest, brother. On that road.
Go ahead, man. You go.
You know you're old now. You're almost 50, so you gotta get your rest.
Boy, get out of here. I'm a truck driver. That's all that is. Talking about I'm old. I'm almost 50. I'm 47.
Old, boy.
I'm 47 and I look damn.
Yeah, I know.
Shit. 47. Your ass just made 40.
I asked him 41.
Well, like you ain't acting like he a baby.
Damn, I mean, come on, you almost 50.
And then you made the baby.
EJ the baby.
Right.
Look at you.
How you make a baby?
Look at you over there.
As soon as you turn 41.
You got me by years.
Look at you over there.
You got some younger years, EJ.
Turn it up at 41.
I be 27. Enjoy your years, EJ.
Ain't too many brothers making babies at 41. You really.
I'm the baby face around here, man.
That boy got the juice. That boy here ain't got the juice.
Shut up, man.
You got the juice.
EJ, enjoy your
Shut up. We don't lie. Shut up.
Bang, 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 bang.
This man, bro.
That boy, that knocking shit all over the wall and stuff.
All right, we on live, bro. We on
live. Let me tell you. I heard she pregnant again.
Oh hell no!
Oh no!
Nah, man, hold on now. Hold on.
I'm just I got a godchild out of this, so I'm cool.
There you go.
I mean, hey, look. Oh, you better watch yourself. You trying to look at number 2 already?
Don't listen to your daddy, EJ. Don't listen to your daddy, man.
Well, we'll see y'all, man. We're gonna be talking about. We're gonna probably do another live. EJ got another live setup going for what day EJ gets the heat.
Yeah. Let me make sure who that is. We got next. It's the Hawks. We got the Atlanta Hawks next Tuesday.
We probably gonna win our first game. That's probably the first time we gonna win.
This man, bro.
Look,
we gonna win tonight. I'm telling you, we win tonight.
And if we do,
boy,
every time
we gonna win.
If we do, we're gonna call you out.
I'm telling you, Valanciunas better bring his game against the Joker.
Hey, we going on the baddest with it. We gonna tell everybody he told us we was gonna lose.
Yep. Pelicans fan. Pelicans fan.
I just feel bad right now. I was feeling good.
I don't like losing either. I hate losing, man. But I understand why we're losing. It's not like we're not trying.
Away from Bleacher Report every time I see them.
I turn my notifications off from them. They get on my nerves. I don't like that.
I ain't gonna lie. They get on my nerves. Activate for real. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Man, this report get on my nerves. I follow like the bird rights or something like that. The bird rights or fan sided or something like that.
Well, we'd like to thank all you guys. Make sure y'all tell everybody about the Batter Sports Show podcast in the D South. Remember, that's the host.
Hey man, we appreciate y'all for joining in. I done seen the check.
Get those likes up, fellas. Get those likes up.
I done seen the check get to damn near like 15 views and everything up in here. Look, man, y'all love to come up in here when we talk about Saints football. I need to see more of y'all.
So did we started talking about the Pelicans, the numbers went down.
I know, like that's crazy. Y'all something else, man.
Man, we right in the middle of the season. This season ain't over, man.
Look, let me tell y'all, for real, look, we got our next Pelicans podcast coming up. Like I said, the Atlanta Hawks next Tuesday. For news about the Saints and everything, like we kind of did today.
Yeah, breaking news.
I'm gonna start, you know,
as they get a quarterback, IJ.
Yeah, I'm gonna put some breaking news stuff out there for the Saints, and then like on the weekend, we'll have individual Saints discussions and stuff. So we'll have that out there for y'all. But like I said, stop supporting these damn Pelicans, man. Come on now. God dang it! Like,
I know it's hard to support it right now, but still support it.
Right? Like,
look, all right, hold up, baby. They supported the Saints all them times we were losing. And then all season
come
long,
on,
I don't want to hear that. Ain't no excuse.
Hey, man, losing ain't no excuse no more.
It's hard for me to watch them. I ain't gonna lie, but let me go. All right, y'all.
Man, who that? Go Pelicans.
Who that, baby? Go Pelicans, man.
All right, much love. Who that? And Flock Nation, baby.
Go Pelicans.